Hello, everybody. Thanks for your positive feedbacks and so many likes and subscriptions to our YouTube channel. Based on your feedback, we have included a lot of detailed data on MNHCV, LCV buses, month-wise and OEM-wise. Also, we have included so many graphs at this time in this video. We will also be sharing detailed CV insights, concerns road ahead with the help of our experts, Mr. Shamalar. As you know that we are passing through festival season and the impact is seen on the two-wheelers and car sales. Almost 17% has increased in cars and two-wheelers, and CV also has started improving, not only month-on-month basis but on year-on-year basis also. So we have included all these things in a very great detail in this video. Hope you will like all these initiatives. Please do write to us about your feedbacks, and also please write to us in case you require any specific market research data. Thanks a lot.
Hello, Rajesh and I have tweaked the report for the month of October, and this time around we have included a lot of graphs that show segment-wise, namely MNHCV, INLCV, buses, SCVs, uh, in a monthly analysis as well as for the YTD. We do hope that you will be able to slice and dice this information to your convenience. Please do let us know what your feedback is on this iteration of the report. Coming to October, I think overall October month has been very good for the automotive industry, whether it's for cars, tractors, two-wheelers, or for that matter even commercial vehicles. We have seen a lot of cheer. The most important thing is that there has been a sequential month-on-month growth, which means that October was better than the month of September 20. Even on a YOY basis, we see that there is growth happening. But I think one needs to temper this with the fact that the last year numbers have also been quite low. So going forward, you will see that YOY growth figures will be quite the order of the day. Of course, we shouldn't be too excited about it, but then this is basically looking at how do we improve from here. Exports, another vertical in almost all the OEMs, also has been a good month for sales in the month of October. Whether it is MNHCVs or INLCVs, almost every manufacturer has done better than last year, which is a good reason for cheer. In the month of October, we have seen two product launches, one done by Isuzu Motors. They basically launched variants of the D-Max pickup. And from the Ashok Leyland stables, we had the launch of the Boss LE and LX. So this were the two launches that we had in the month of October. Just to add some color to what I had mentioned in terms of what has happened in the month of October is that in the domestic market, there was a 19.5% sequential growth in the TIV, which actually is very good given the current circumstances. But of course, post Unlock 5.0, we are seeing that there is a lot of positive flavor and positive feedback in the market. We see that MNHCVs continue to be performing in the two areas of basically the tippers, and of course now the oil companies have started giving out tenders for tankers, which of course requires people to deploy BS6 trucks. However, the long haul segment, whether it's the tractor trailers or the multi-axle vehicles, they continue to be in the slow lane. Coming to LCVs and ICVs, we now clearly see there is a preponderance of sales happening in the 5-ton GVW to about 9 to 10-ton GVW. And that's for many reasons. One, of course, is the fact that typically the buyers are small operators and they have typically issues of funding. Now, what has happened in BS6 is that the prices of trucks have gone up. Financiers have become very cautious. Their LTVs have now come down to levels of almost 80 to 85%. Manufacturers have cut down discount. So net, the margin money which the customer needs to bring to the table is much higher. So he sees a better business case as far as a smaller light commercial vehicle, particularly people who have been earlier buying the ICVs of the higher GVWs are now shifting to a lower end. Of course, there are segments like e-commerce which continue to buy the 14-ton and 15-ton GVW kind of vehicles. Now coming to the buses, which is the other important segment in the CV business, it continues to underperform, and our assessment is that it will continue to remain this way at least till the end of this fiscal. Now let's move to the macroeconomy. Now the macroeconomy is also another good story to tell in this month. We've seen strong sequential month-on-month growth. The Unlock 5.0 is definitely helping. Companies are ramping up production, supply side issues are getting sorted out. Of course, so let me now look at some of the positives that have happened, which are creating this positive macroeconomic sentiment. There is a new jargon that has now been shared in the business circles, and that's called high frequency indicators. And these are typically what? These are basically the fact that we've had record GST collections in the month of October. I think close to about 1 lakh plus crores. The diesel and the power consumption has gone up even vis-a-vis September. E-way bill generation has been at a record high. I think we did close to about 7 lakh e-way bills in the month of October. UPI, which is about the economy growing digital, we are seeing that UPI payments have reached record levels. There have been almost close to 200 crore transactions done in the month of October. The other important area from a I would say economy perspective is that the railway sector is also seeing good amount of freight loading. It has gone up by 15% in the month of October, which is higher than about 5% that we had in the month of September. Core sector, which is another indicator of the economy, the rate of degrowth is coming down, which again is a positive sign. Of course, we have now recently heard two stories or two pieces of information from the government. One is that the government is planning to spend about 25,000 crores of rupees on roads, ports and defense. In addition, you must have heard about the fact that the union government has given about 12,000 crores to the states, a 50-year non-interest bearing loan to be deployed by the states on infrastructure, and this spend needs to happen by the 31st of March 2021. Which would again mean that if this spend is going to happen in the states, one can obviously see that there will be a good growth as far as the CV sector is concerned. And that also, I would imagine, will be predominantly the MNHCV trucks, which currently are under pressure, so to speak. Now, what could go wrong if what we have shared earlier is now all the good things? Now, what could go wrong is that should we have the second wave or the third wave of corona and the accompanied lockdowns, it would not be a good thing for the industry to really, continue its growth path. The second area is the food inflation, and therefore the CPI is at a level of about 7.34 in the month of September, which is way above the 6% that the RBI has set out for itself. So if this inflation stays this way, one cannot expect the interest rates to come down. We have seen GDP progress while it is all linked to the economy. I would imagine that the Q2 GDP growth rate would be negative, though of course it will be much better than what we had in Q1. The details are there in the presentation. One of the other concerns that we have seen in the month of October is that the job growth has also been a concern. So which means that we are seeing unemployment rates remain at concerning levels. Now let's come to the last section, which is basically the road ahead. To summarize, we have seen that there are some sectors like cars, two-wheelers, consumer durables. We are seeing that there is a sharp uptick. It's very difficult for us to put a finger and say whether it is because of the pent-up demand, whether it's a festival month. However, I think we need to see as to whether this is going to outlive the festive month, which is the month of November. And we only hope that it does, which would be a good thing for the economy. So sustenance depends on how these sectors, and of course the new sectors like retail, hospitality, aviation, if all of this pick up, I think it would mean that the so-called difficult times would be behind us. However, the underlying difficult situation will continue, as I mentioned earlier, for three-wheelers and buses, because of the fact that people are not wanting to look at taking the shared mobility modes. Coming to BS6, while we are now on almost the 7th month of the year, post the, shall I say, the introduction of BS6, there have been barriers in the sense that the prices of these trucks have been anywhere between 5 to 20% higher than BS4. We have seen that manufacturers are now offering lower discounts. The funding by financiers is on the lower side. And last but not the least is that people are a little unfamiliar and therefore afraid of the new technology, which is relatively more complex. So all this are making people hesitate. While of course the current level of truck or vehicle utilization or vehicle availability which is there in the market is in excess of demand, only 75% of the trucks which are today available are being deployed. And part of this is also being deployed to move the food grains in this month and probably in the beginning of December, so to speak, and therefore thereafter again the truck utilization is likely to come down if there is no further improvement in the other economy areas. Having said that, financing, which was a very difficult area in the first 5-6 months, is expected to improve as we hear positive voices from the banks and the NBFCs when it came when they shared their Q2 results. They are indicating that post moratorium the repayments have been good. We hope that it continues into the months of November and December so that they start relaxing on the norms for financing. One more good news that I think we should potentially see by the end of November is that the Finance Ministry has talked about unleashing one more economic package, which is to stimulate consumer demand. Let's wait and see what it is. Of course, the month of November has the festival month of Diwali, and we do believe, of course, Dhanteras and Lakshmi Puja. We do believe that November month will be better than the month of October. So happy selling, and I would like to end by wishing all of you a very happy, safe and a prosperous Diwali. Thank you.